Hello, welcome to your quote of the day. And today it's a quote I heard some time ago, and it said something like, apologize if I don't say it correctly, but it went something like this: that fate is a bird that feels dawn breaking and sing while it's still pitch dark. Now, I am not sure if birds have faith that the morning is coming up, or they just have a very good biological clock inside their body. Because remember, before watches were invented, we were pretty good to recognize the time. I used to have a friend who was from Tunisia, and he came from a family of people who will cross the desert on a regular basis. So his grandfather taught him how to recognize the various times of the day. And actually, he was pretty good. From the position of the sun, he could see what time it was. Only thing was a bit tricky during cloudy days. But if you pay attention, more or less you always know what time kind of it is. It's different when you're extremely bored or you're waiting for a specific time to come or you're waiting for a call. Time is so long for those who wait, as Madonna used to sing. But unless you are waiting for something or you're having such great fun where time goes very fast, you kind of know what time is it, more or less. You might be wrong for an hour, but usually I've seen and talked with people that they usually take the time wrong by an hour plus or less. So we are kind of in tune with the time, and so must be the animal kingdom. Plus, I believe animals can smell the difference of the light changing, so flowers probably behave slightly different when the light starts to come up. So yes, it's true, some birds start to chirp in the pitch dark, but I believe it's because they have a very good internal clock. And maybe, I'm not sure about this, something also plants recognize that is the time for the sun to rise. Because honestly, the sun has a very slow cycle. So in the summer, it will rise more or less at the same time, and in the winter, it will rise and go down at the same times. So, and it's all gradually. Like in June, they tend to be the longest day in the northern hemisphere and dark in the southern hemisphere, and winters days are shorter. The more you go north, I'm half Finnish, and I'm telling you, in Helsinki, where my family lives more or less in the area, in Helsinki in the winter there are 3-4 hours a day of light. If you go north of Finland, zero. There are some weeks where it's pitch dark 24 hours. And I'm also half Italian. In Italy, winters, we always have daylight, but maybe the day starts around 8. Daylight starts around 8 and goes away around 6. And I live in the UK. UK winters are a bit sad because being much northern than Italy, the days here, the daylight in the winter, I believe is around 8. So you leave house with dark, because if you work in an office, you usually start at 9. So you leave house with dark, and by the time you arrive in the office, it's daylight. And then, unless you go out in lunchtime, you won't get any daylight. So no vitamin D, ladies and gentlemen, in the winter, if you live in the UK, because by the time you leave the office at 5, it's pitch dark. In the summer, it's different. Days are much longer here than in Italy. They start much earlier, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It's very light, and in the evening, right now, being the 21st of July, I think the sun goes down. Dark comes around 9:30, 10, but not before. And in the past, I used to live in Uganda. It was very interesting. Uganda is on the equator, so the days are 12 hours light, 12 hours pitch dark. And the transition between night and day and night is quite fast. Like within half an hour, I think, it was either pitch dark or light, or maybe not half an hour, maybe an hour. While in Europe, being much northern hemisphere than Uganda, so quite far away from the equator, the passages of day and night are much more smoother. And you, what's your experience with daylight, nighttime? Do you realize kind of what time it is? Let me know your thoughts. You can follow me on social media at JanineKera.com. JanineKera.com is my website, or you can follow me on Twitter as JANINE, C for Charlie, E for Echo, R for Romeo, A for Alpha. Janine Kera. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm not very active. Or you can send me an email to hello@janinekera.com. I would love to hear your ideas and your experiences with daylight and nighttime, and if you can feel the clock in your body, or if you just rely heavily on your watch or phone for knowing the time. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a great day and talk to you soon. And if you like this podcast, please like and subscribe. Ciao!